For most of us, our rent or our mortgage is the single biggest payment we make every month. And if you're like me, you've probably thought, why don't I earn any rewards for this massive expense? Now, renters got their answer a while back with Built Rewards, but homeowners, we've been left out. Every month, thousands of dollars go to the bank, and we don't see a single point, mile, or credit in return. That is until now. The Mesa Homeowners Card promises to finally turn mortgage payments into points. But let me be clear, this is definitely not for everyone. If you have a small mortgage, or if you don't own a home, it's probably not for you. And even if you do check the boxes, there are still some trade-offs that you'll want to know before applying. Now, I get the skepticism. I had the same questions. Is this card legit? Do the credits actually hold up? What kind of value do Mesa points have? Are there transfer partners? And if so, are they worth using? Or is this all just hype? Now, I've been through this before, testing new cards, breaking down new ecosystems, and running the math to provide insight so you can see if it's really worth your time and your energy. So here's what I'm going to cover in this video. Who is this card really for, and who should skip it? How do we earn points per dollar on our mortgage payments? What are the 3x categories, and are they worth the spend? Do the statement credits really add value, or are they just fluff? And ultimately, does the Mesa card deserve a spot in your wallet? And make sure you stick around until the end. I'll even walk through the application process, and spoiler alert, I did get approved, so let's get to it. And there are a few filters right off the jump where the Mesa Homeowners Card will not be worth it. To open a new card and a new ecosystem, you need to make sure you're factoring all of this in. So if you rent or you have a really small mortgage payment, first, good for you. But second, this card more than likely wouldn't make sense. That is, unless you're going to be purchasing a new home, and I'll have a bit more on all this a little later. Next, this card really seems to be designed for homeowners with a pretty decent mortgage payment, that meaning north of $3,000 a month. There's some pretty good common spend categories where you're going to earn 3x, meaning 3 points per dollar. And Mesa's definition here is defined by Visa, and these are classified as home decor, home improvement, and home maintenance, and that includes lawn care and maid services, general contractors, cable and streaming services, home insurance, property taxes, telecom, utilities, and daycare. Now, I'll let that sink in just for a second. Not only is that a bunch of categories where you can earn 3 points per dollar, but those can be pretty big spending categories every single month. If you have any sort of home improvement projects in mind, if you have a kid or kids in daycare or preschool, if you don't escrow your property taxes, or if you pay your utilities with a credit card already, that's probably earning 2 points per dollar at best. There's a ton of upside with all of these 3x categories. Now, to me, this could basically become the homeowner's catch-all card. For reference, my spend is close to or above $2,000 per month just between my daycare and utilities payments. And when I pay my property taxes and my home insurance, pretty awesome to know that I can earn 3 points per dollar, unless I decide to sign up for a new card and then use the tax and insurance payments to hit the minimum spend requirement to earn that sign-up bonus, which is my typical strategy and more than likely the route that I'll continue. But part of the requirement to earn the 1 point per dollar on your mortgage payment with the Mesa card, which is more like the Built Rewards program from my understanding, you don't actually pay your mortgage payment with the Mesa card. You aren't even required to pay your mortgage through Mesa. All you need to do is upload your mortgage statement in the Mesa app. Mesa will confirm your statement and then give you 1 point per dollar on up to 100,000 points per year. So if you spend $8,333 or more each month on your mortgage, you will max out at 100,000 points per year. But in order to get these points, you also need to spend at least 1,000 per month. And this is not inclusive to your mortgage payment. It actually needs to be spending on the Mesa card. So whereas with Built, you have to make 5 qualifying transactions each month, which can be of any size, Mesa does require a potentially good bit more in spend, even though for me, that's just one daycare transaction each month. And again, I realize this is not for everyone, but for those of us with a mortgage and spending money on things like the house, furniture, home cleaning and lawn care, kids daycare, which is absolutely outrageous, it's pretty easy to spend well over $1,000 a month while also earning 3 points per dollar on that spend. So I look at this as earning 3 points per dollar on my daycare spend, and the mortgage points are just a bonus. So at $2,000 in spend each month, daycare and utilities, and the amount I'd earn based on my mortgage payment, I'd earn north of 12,000 points each month, which for me, if you do the calculations, that's north of 6 points per dollar in spend, and we'll come back to this a bit more shortly. But Mesa also has some 2x categories, so let's look at those quickly. And to me, these categories aren't really worth utilizing in my opinion, those being grocery stores, gas, and EV charging. There's just such a plethora of cards that earn 3x for your grocery spend, with arguably better transfer partners and more ways to point stack, like Chase Ultimate Rewards cards, the City Strata Premier, or the Capital One Saver Rewards. Same with gas and EV charging, another strength of the Strata Premier. And even with no annual fee cards like the Wells Fargo Attune, that one earns 4x for EV charging. Plus the 2x category spend excludes your spending at Target, Amazon, Walmart, convenience stores, and the wholesale clubs like Costco and Sam's. So those 3x categories need to stand out to you, where you can spend $1,000 or more each month on home decor, home improvement projects, daycare, utilities, and insurance. I do find it a bit odd there's no elevated earning for big box stores, since this card does come with a few statement credits, which is pretty wild for a card with no annual fee, but you can get up to a $65 annual credit for your big box memberships. Now, a lot of people have stated this is for Costco only, but I'll show you later in this video. You can select between Costco, Sam's Club, or BJ's. And there's a few other credits as well. You just need to make sure that you enroll in all of these through the Mesa app, which I'll show this a bit more here in just a few minutes. Next is $120 annually to Lowe's Home Improvement. Now, this is $30 a quarter, good for online or in store. Not a large amount, but such an easy credit to use each quarter, since Lowe's has cleaning supplies and batteries and all of that. And don't even get me started on how much we spend at Lowe's on Halloween decorations every year. But to get this $30 credit each quarter and earn 3 points per dollar on my spend, that's a really good combination right there. Okay, moving on. There's a $200 thumbtack credit. Now, this is for home improvement projects. You simply need to pay for a job or a service through Thumbtack, and you can receive up to a $200 statement credit. So there's also two different pet related credits. For us dog owners, there's $120 credit for WAG. Now, this is for services like dog walks or dog sitting. I've personally never used it, but I may give it a shot at some point. This is for $10 a month, so not really sure how much value that brings. There's also a $10 per month for Farmer's Dog, and I actually use a competing service right now called Nom Nom that's based out of Nashville, so I probably get some value out of the Farmer's Dog credit. At least we may try it out for a month or two, even though these services can get pretty expensive. And with that Farmer's Dog credit, you could always use a portal like the American Airlines e-shopping portal to point stack and get some additional points or miles that way. Now, there's also a $120 home warranty credit for Armadillo and $120 to Cozy Earth, which has some pretty good betting options. I feel like this is another easy one to point stack. Not to mention, these credits do somewhat align with the elevated earning categories on the card itself. Whereas with a lot of cards, there's some oddball credits that don't line up with the earning categories on the card or the demographic and spending habits of the card holder, like the Amex Platinum with a Saks credit and a Walmart Plus membership. Just bizarre to have both of those on the same card, even though that will probably be changing soon. But I feel like these credits just work, and I'm actually surprised this is a $0 annual fee card. Not zero the first year, then $95 every year thereafter. But I realize they're trying to make a splash and trying to get some customers here with some good data points and good things to say. So I mentioned there's a credit card and then also a mortgage program. So if you're in the market to buy a home, you can also apply for a mortgage through Mesa directly. So if you did that and you bought a home for say $600,000, you'd earn 600,000 Mesa points, even though you're financing the home, and then you could stack and earn the monthly points by having the Mesa homeowner's card. Now, the mortgage portion is pretty limited as of now, 11 states, and they just launched Tennessee on the 19th of August, but it does look like they're expanding things pretty quickly. So as for how to redeem these points, now there's the few standard low value options like redeeming points for gift cards or statement credits, but we're not even going to go there since that's off limits in my opinion. And you can also redeem points for travel at the standard, very average 1 cent per point. But what caught my attention, and the main reason I'm so interested in this card, is the transfer partners, which started out pretty so-so, but Mesa recently added Air Canada Aeroplan at a 1-to-1 ratio, same as Amex and others. In fact, all transfer partners other than Accor, which is 1.5 Mesa points to 1 Accor point, all others are at that 1-to-1 ratio, which simply means 1 Mesa point would equal 1 Aeroplan mile. And even though their transfer partners may seem limited, you can transfer out to Avios with Finnair, which you could then move points to British or Qatar or others. Air Canada Aeroplan is in the Star Alliance, which opens up United, Singapore, and others there. SAS is interesting and gets you access to SkyTeam, which includes Air France, KLM, Flying Blue. So you have a wide range of transfer partners here. And even though there's no sign-up bonus, stick around. I'll show you how you can get at least 5,000 points Plus, with the earning potential and getting points for your mortgage, I really feel like for the right person, you could stack up points in a hurry here. I'll earn over 140,000 points a year just by submitting my mortgage statement and putting a few payments already made each month onto this card at a better earn rate. So after walking you through this with the focus on my channel being cards that I actually use so that I can then share those experiences with you, plus the fact that it seems like it fits well into my lifestyle, I'm gonna apply for the Mesa Homeowners card here. And I'm gonna do so here on the app. First, it'll prompt me to enter some very basic information followed by my home address, all very standard for any application. Then I had to enter my date of birth, social and annual income, along with my monthly housing payment, which for security purposes, I won't be sharing any of that. Next, it'll prompt me to review the cardholder agreement, which I did so well in advance of applying for this card. And you can see it put me into pending status. And this was saying they get back to me with a decision in 1 to 2 business days, but I was actually approved just a few minutes later. And I did receive this email saying, welcome to the Mesa Homeowners card, along with some steps to activate the account, which launched this portal. And by the way, I do have referral links for this card already, and just about all the other cards that I use in my link tree in the description. And I totally get it if you want to go the player 1, player 2 referral strategy route when possible. But if this video brings you any value and you end up getting this card, at least consider using my referral link. And for doing so, we'll both earn 5,000 points. And comment if you have any other questions about Mesa referrals and their affiliate program. It does seem to be pretty generous. Okay, so also within this Mesa portal, it shows a few steps that I need to upload a mortgage statement, which they will then verify my property address, payment amount, and all of that. Now, a point here, if you can separate your homeowner's insurance and pay that with the Mesa Homeowners card, you could earn 3 points per dollar on that payment instead of the 1 point per dollar if it's escrowed into your mortgage payment, as it is for most people today. Now, I do separate mine out, mostly selfishly because of new card sign-up bonuses and all of that, but you can see here in the portal, you can enroll in the different credits. It takes 2 clicks of a button on every single one of these to enroll, super simple. In the big box membership credit is up to a $65 statement credit, and it's good for Costco, Sam's Club, or BJ's, whichever one is best for you. And the app, you can see here, tracks your monthly spend to that 1,000 minimum needed to earn those mortgage points. So it seems like a pretty easy portal to use and a pretty easy, painless application process. I hope to bring good news on the points earning in the near future, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll have a lot more to come documenting my journey, letting you all know how I get max value, how the point transfers play out, and all of that. So if you want to see my top 5 credit cards if I had to start over right now, which would now be a top 6 with the Mesa Homeowners card in there, check out this video here, or check out this playlist for the top travel cards and ways to get max value. And I'll see you there. Cheers.